If you decide that you're going to build a course without doing the foundational work, chances are pretty good you're going to end up doing a lot of work that you don't need to, wasting time and energy. And when I talk to folks, time and energy is the number one concern they have about building courses. I'm Dr. Catrina Mitchum, and I've been designing and redesigning courses online since 2009. So, the signs that a course is a good fit: if you find yourself repeating things to your clients over and over, or they need you after the service is done. Those are clear client pain points that suggest something more group-based would be helpful. So that could be in supporting the one-on-one, it could be in extending it into a group thing after the service, so a course or a membership. Or if you are an expert in something and people keep asking you how to do the thing you do, that's also worth investigating. It's not a good fit if just one person asks you, because there's a lot more validation work that you need to do in order to not waste that time and energy or money. And it does take time and energy no matter how many AI assists you throw at it. But don't sit on it too long, right? So we can move too quickly and not have the foundational pieces, but we can also overthink so long that nothing actually gets built. So the worry and fear about wasting time and energy on something that's not going to give you a payoff, like whatever that payoff looks like, that ends up keeping a lot of business owners stuck and not actually taking action. And that can be just as costly as moving too soon, right? It really is a balance of doing the foundational work, but also not getting stuck in your head. So in terms of deciding whether or not you're actually ready to build a course, we're going to talk about what that actually means. It means that you have an idea that you would love to teach. It has to be something that you enjoy talking about. It has to be something that you enjoy helping people with, answering questions on, because if it's not, you're going to hate it. And if you hate it, you're not going to want to sell it. You're not going to be able to do whatever the support work is to sustain it for people. It also has to be something that people want to buy from you. And finding that kind of happy place in between, like where the Venn diagram overlaps, that's where we get good course ideas. If you have an idea in that happy place in between, you might be ready to build. So in order to know what people want from you, you have to do some market research, right? But as I mentioned in previous videos, I don't like to call it market research. I like to approach it from the perspective of understanding who they are as a learner, right? Because knowing who they are as a learner and what they're trying to get out of a course can help us both build and market. Whereas a lot of marketing-focused questions just wants to know how they buy, learner-focused questions want to understand not just how they learn, but also what they need about this particular topic that you're building your course around. So ready to build means that you know that you have learners that are potential buyers, and you know what they actually need and want in terms of being able to craft something or design something for them. Ready to build also means that you have a course plan, not just a course outline. I like to call them course maps, but really the difference is that in a course plan, you know what they're going to do, how they're going to do it, why they're going to do it, and what is going to get them to that goal, to that change that they are coming to you for. Okay, so this is my Ask Me How I Know section. My very first course that I tried to sell outside of higher education when I got out. I had someone say to me, you should create a course on creating video, right? It's something that I had taught when I was in higher education. It's something that I was comfortable doing. So I was like, no problem. I made a course map because that's what I call course plans. And I did the freebie things and I did the marketing, and I did not sell a single spot in that course. Disappointing? Yes. Devastating? No, because I had not recorded a single video. I had not written up all of the activities. I just had the course map. And so I hadn't wasted a bunch of time and energy. So this is how I know that doing the market research and doing it for them as learners is really important, because when I turned around to try to sell my course or my membership, I did have the first few pieces done, the first module and a half to 2 modules. And that's because they were things I was already doing, right? I was just pulling pieces of this freebie or that low ticket item, things that I know people needed, that they had used, that they had wanted, that they had engaged with. And I pulled them in, right? And that was me kind of doing the validation process throughout. So when it came to doing the market research for the membership, I already knew pieces and parts that were going to be in there. And I could dig in a little bit more to who they were as learners and what their goals were in terms of a course that's going to teach you how to make a course, right? That's a hard sell nowadays. So I often get asked, like, what is the top gut check question for whether or not it is a good time or you are ready to build a course? And I respond with a question. And my question is, what is the outcome? What is the goal that they're trying to reach? And what is the change that they're trying to get? And how are you going to get them there? I skip the what and go straight to the how, because the how is everything. And depending on what I get as an answer to that question, I can usually tell, yes, you're ready, or no, there's a few things that you need to consider before moving ahead. So I built a quiz that asks these same questions and gives you a real answer, not just a go for it and I want to be the one to help you. My quiz is called, Are You Ready to Pick a Platform, right? The platform is the thing that you pick only after you know what is going to be in your course. So if you're not sure, the link to the quiz is in the description. My next playlist is going to be for you if you have a course and you're not sure why it's not selling. If it's not there, it'll be there next week.